Hi, my name is Bob Mertes. I am in a school called Touch the Sky Tree Climbing. I teach recreational technical tree climbing. I'm an arborist by trade. I've been teaching tree climbing for 25 years on an unofficial basis. I've been teaching officially for 2 years now. It's like a sidewalk that happens to be 50 feet in the air. There's currently 18 schools, or groves as they're called, in the world right now. Mine, I believe, is the 18th. The sport of recreational tree climbing is very safe. To date, there has been 0 fatalities, and short of bee stings and occasional scraped knee and minor scrapes, there's been 0 accidents, which is an excellent safety record, I believe, for a sport that it can be pretty extreme and intense at times.
It's a Batman hotel.
I do need to say that I'm a member of Tree Climbers International, and I'm currently an intern facilitator in their program. A lot of the knots and the rigging that we see out here today is not in keeping with their standards, protocols, and safety rules. My friends here are just climbing for fun, so we take a little shortcut here and there, and we're not wearing helmets. But at any time that I'm teaching kids and adults how to climb, everybody's adhering to their protocols, safety rules, and practices. With that said, hi Peter and Patty. Some people that are familiar with this tool will tell me that I'm shooting it the wrong way. You're supposed to actually turn it around this way. I find I tend to be more accurate shooting this way. The process is to launch the throw bag over the branch, the string trailing behind it. Once I get the branch that I want, I tie my climbing line to the string and pull my rope aloft with the string. Using various techniques, I set protection for the tree, the branches, and the rope. This cuts down on the abrasion on the branch, also cuts down on wear and tear on the rope. It's really helpful in keeping the leave no trace policy instilled. We actually leave the tree in better shape when we find it. This movement of recreational tree climbing, one of the things that motivates me about why I do it and why I'm so passionate about it. Myself, along with many others, are really concerned about the environment and where we're going with all this. The sport of recreational tree climbing it heightens your awareness of trees. So many times I've taken people climbing who, for whatever reason, tend to not pay much attention to trees, but I've heard so many times when people get back to me that they now look at trees in an entirely different way. When you think about it, most people tend to look forward or they look down in their daily lives. Seldom do people look up. I've had as many as 10 people up in this tree at one time. And Christmas night of last year, I brought my daughter up here and we climbed, did a nighttime climb, and because there was no leaves on the trees, we could see all the lights throughout the town. It looked like a train garden. This was a great place to spend Christmas. All the good things in my life that I can point back to, I can say came from my being around trees. Everyone has a story about trees they've climbed. I've talked to 80-year-old women who wanted to tell me about their favorite tree they climbed as a kid. It seems to be this universal thing unless you grew up on a desert island or in an area where there just were no trees. Everybody climbed trees as a kid, and a lot of times they were a place of comfort and escape, a place that even as a child you realized was bigger than you. I worked for a lot of different tree companies over the years. Started out as a professional arborist, and then this turned into a hobby. After 10 years of climbing, I started noticing that other people wanted to climb with me just for fun. They're overcome by adrenaline first, and then they start to fall into that thing we refer to as tree time, where time just seems to stand still.
That's what I have the problem.
On a philosophical note, this is my to be up in the trees is to be in church for me. This is where my gods dwell. This is where I go to pray. This is where I go to seek solace and comfort, to get outside of myself, to get into something bigger than myself. And I've been able to pass that on to others, and that's a gift that I wish to keep on giving to others.